It's the 7th of June, which means that we're a week into 30 Days Wild, an annual challenge to see if people can get out and about every single day in June and do something related to wildlife. Today, I'm going to be focusing on making a log pile. Now, I don't have a huge amount of space to put a log pile or lots and lots of logs to put down, but what I do have is a little patch near a bit of dead wood and this bag of spare kindling. So let's see what we can do with it. The spot that I'm planning to put the wood pile doesn't get much light and gets quite damp, so it's perfect for this sort of thing. There's all sorts of different ways that you can build a wood pile. You can have something really neat and uniform, or you can have something all scattered around the place looking a bit messy. It's really up to however you want to design it. My plan here is to do a bit of a mix of things. So I'm digging up the dirt a little bit so that I can have some vertical posts, which helps the creatures that are living under the soil with accessing some of the dying, rotting wood as soon as it starts to rot away. But then I'm also going to add different horizontal ones, which helps stack up some piles for habitats of the animals that want to live up above the surface. Log piles of the size that I'm creating can form what's known as microhabitats, which is basically a tiny version of a habitat. Some types of animals can live underneath one single log their entire life, so these are really good at supporting those creatures and giving them access to both shelter and food in the form of the rotting wood. The sorts of animals that live in a log pile tend to be things like detritivores, which break down dead and dying and decaying material. They're a really good example of nature's cleanup crew. We don't tend to like looking at things like cockroaches or woodlice a lot of the time because we consider them quite dirty, creepy creatures. But in actuality, these creatures are very clean and they're actually cleaning up all of the rotting material in the habitat. By providing this sort of area for them to live, you know you've got them around in your garden for when you do have rotting material that needs to be cleaned away. And it's really as simple as that. This log pile will sit here in a damp, shaded spot and will gradually start to rot away as different creatures come to live with it and as the weather starts breaking down the material. So in this part of the garden, I've got lots of these woodlice living and also a few other invertebrates under different rocks and logs. So I'm just adding one here to make sure that this log pile stays stable and to kickstart a bit of a community in this area. And that's the log pile all set up. A really quick, simple feature that you can add to your garden to help wildlife. I went really simple there, but you can go as extravagant with it as you want to. Have you got a log pile in your garden? I'd love to know what sort of mini beasts I might attract to mine. If you want to follow along with more of the 30 Days Wild, make sure to subscribe to my channel because I'm posting each day.